Hey, it's Tori, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have the wonderful Madeleine and Ricard from Eleine here on the channel. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing good.
Doing good.
Yes, and thank you for having us, Tauri. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on and for chatting with me about your new album, which is coming out in just a few short weeks, the 14th of July. It's called We Shall Remain. In your own words, what's like the meaning behind, why did you choose that as the album name?
That's a great question.
It is.
You
want to
go
go?
first.
I'm
You
going to
go.
go first. All right.
This one you go.
Yes, the thing is that even before we started to write this album itself, we kind of had the title in a way. We started to say this, We Shall Remain, because it was in the middle of the pandemic. It was heavy. I was struggling with my depression. It was tough times. At the same time as Dancing in Hell, our previous album went very well, but we weren't allowed to have gigs, so it was pretty heavy. So anyway, we kept this with us, and when we started the songwriting process, it was a very natural evolution from Dancing in Hell to what we have now, this new album, We Shall Remain, and the title just made sense. It is a very empowering album.
It is. It came so very naturally because if you look at the artwork, you see the battlefield down below and you see this person above it all, meaning that you got past the battles. Those are the battles you've been through, so never forget them, because if you do, the history will repeat itself and whatnot. So it is actually the aftermath of being in your own personal hell. That is the we shall remain part. Like, you still have to keep working, still have to keep fighting, still have to be encouraged and find that empowerment.
Yeah. And because I was lucky enough that, the record label did send me the album to listen to, but, before I got to talk to you guys. And it did feel that way. It just felt like there was a lot of the songs were about unity and coming together and being strong and like overcoming those things that happen in life that we have no control over, but we need to see that light at the end of the tunnel, and we need to push through, and I feel that's very strong within the album. I know you guys have had 4 singles out so far. How have you had, what's the response been for you guys, with fans or people finding you today that are new to you guys?
It's been great. The reception has been really, really, really positive, and it's always fun to read the hater comments. Yes. I mean, right? Yeah. You can definitely relate with your YouTube. And thank you very much for the great reactions, by the way. Super nice. I really enjoyed them. And
really, thank you.
I love that you can really see the joy you have for music in general. So I'm not speaking like, oh, it's so great for us. It's really nice to see that you have that fire. It's really, really intoxicating. So yeah, the reception has been super great, and we really enjoy playing them also live. We played 2 of them live, right?
Yeah, during the North American tour recently, we played both We Are Legion and Never Forget, and we loved it, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm very much looking forward to the upcoming festivals to play a couple more from the new album. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate those words from you guys. That makes me want to push more, with my reactions and stuff like that, because I don't technically have any technical knowledge or anything about music. I just know I love it, and it's something I'm passionate about. And I also get to chat to people like you, so that also makes my day too. I know you just mentioned the US tour. How was that for you guys? I was so bummed that I couldn't make it, but I was sick and I didn't want to get anybody else sick, so I stayed home. But yeah, how was that?
First of all, I appreciate you being so thoughtful. That is something everyone should appreciate, that people actually think that way. So thank you. We're very sorry that you weren't able to. That would have been epic.
Oh, yeah. We talked about it.
Yes, right. But yeah, it was a great experience. It was. It is something else, when you tour a different continent, but it was a great experience in many ways, but it was something else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you guys had a great time, because I know you met Old School Nerd as well and got to hang out with him. So
yeah, that's great.
Yes.
Oh, that was great. So being in North America for the very first time, it was very special in many, many ways, of course, yes. But the most special moments were to meet the North American fans, the North American Eleine Legion, which is actually the name that the Eleine fans has given themselves, which is mwah, it's beautiful. And people have been waiting for years to meet us, literally years, pushing on, staying true, being on the Patreon, being on Madeleine's Twitch, on my Twitch, and just doing the thing that fans do best, support the bands they love. And when we got there, it was such a heartfelt moment each and every night. And that is a thing that I will take with me wherever I go.
Yeah. I can only imagine, just finally getting to come over here and like you say, meet those fans that have been waiting for so long, and just that heartwarming, wholesome moment of we're here, we're finally here, and we're finally doing it, and we get to do it because of you guys. And you guys have stood behind us for so long. And yeah, I was really bummed, but I would feel so terrible if somebody in one of the bands got sick and you guys had to cancel, upcoming shows. It's just, I know a lot of people don't think like that, but I just
more people should. That is correct. And let me if someone else is watching this or listening that have a band and wants to get over to another continent, either it's from Europe to North America or North America to Europe or whatever, fans make everything possible. But my friend, it is your investment you have to make to get places. So it really, really takes that investment and that shot at what you got. If you believe in your band and if you believe in what you do, take the risk. You got to take the risk to have some kind of success.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like with anything in life that you're passionate about, if you don't take that next step, you never know what's going to happen. And you can't just sit behind like a fence or something. You have to jump over that fence and go for it. So yeah, I just wanted to go into a bit more detail about your latest single, like Stand by the Flame. In your own words, like what would you say it was about?
It is about the empowerment and the pushing through. Like in the chorus there, stand by the flame, they have ignited us.
And the most important lyrics, in my opinion, is the wearing our pain will stand victorious.
Yes.
It is like what you have been through, no matter what it is, it has happened. You have to accept it. And then you have to move forward. That is the thing. But never forget what has happened. Wear your pain. That is the best. Time doesn't heal all wounds. It's not a thing. It's very thoughtful to say it, I know. But it doesn't help because it's not true. That is the thing. Just accept it, live with it, and learn from it. So wear your pain and you will stand victorious. That is the thing. If you get comfortable in life thinking that, no, I'm a complete human being, I know everything, I'm sorry, you will stop evolving. Be humble. Allow yourself to evolve as a human. And I promise you, you will feel that no matter what you do in life, life quality will be something else. Life will be more rewarding in a way.
Yeah, I agree with that because we've all been through things in our life, and it's when you accept it and you're able not to move on from it, but to just take it. I wake up and I take each day as it comes. I try not to take anything for granted, and that's why I love music and I love bands like yourselves, because you acknowledge that and you bring that into your music, and it's your own personal views, but it also can be taken by the whole fandom. And just music is very healing, and it also can be very cathartic in a way as well. And it's sometimes we need a good cry and we put on this this song, or sometimes we need music to pump us up and to get us ready for the day. And that's like listening to your whole album. I have honestly, since the record label sent it me, I've had it on repeat ever since, because it's a fantastic album, and I'm excited for your fans to like truly sit down and to play it from beginning to end, to get the story that you guys have put into it and all the hard work and effort you've put into it as well. So I just wanted to talk on that, like how could you guys describe like your creative process?
Oh, well, that is a love and hate relationship.
Yeah, it is.
You know, 1 hour you think that, oh, this is the best we've ever done, and like 15 minutes later, oh, maybe we should just give up. You know, it is like that, but it is an interesting process. But we have given ourselves the freedom to create what feels right. That is the thing. We don't sit down and discuss like, okay, what is trendy now, and how can we make more money, becoming more famous? It doesn't matter at all. So we've been giving ourselves that creative freedom, and if we're just going to look into the actual process when it comes to the songwriting, we usually stick with doing the music first, and we save the lyrics to last, because pretty early on we always know what the song is about, and we want to express that with just the music.
So
and
it boils down to what you feel, what it makes you feel.
exactly. Right? So even if you are not a hey, I listen to lyric kind of guy, I mean, we want you to feel at least maybe the empowerment or maybe the darker vibe of it. We want you to feel something. If you then hate it, well, we have succeeded in a way. You know, we made you feel something. So that is what we actually do: music first and then lyrics. Yeah.
Oh, that's really cool. I like, because it's really interesting for me to get to do these interviews, because I get to like learn about how people like yourselves being creative, because I am not creative in that way whatsoever. And then like I'm very fascinated with how people's minds and their brains work. So, you know, getting to know and learn about how you go about creating your music, and learning that you guys create like the instrumental musicality of it first and then come in with the lyrics is super, super interesting. So how did you guys get into like music? Have you always been into it? Has it always been like a passion since you were young?
I'm gonna let you go first because you have the more interesting answer.
No, I do not. my dad is a musician, and I grew up listening to him rehearse and whatnot, you know, listening to music at home. So my mom has told me that when I was 2, I went up to her and said, "Hey, Mom, I am going to be a singer." And I have actually never let go of that feeling. So to me, it has always felt natural in a way that, well, it's obviously music I'm going to do, right? Then the only question was, how am I supposed to do it? So yeah, that is on my part.
And for me, I've always had an artistic vein that expressed itself very. Whoa, that was whoa. Is it better or worse? I don't even know.
Better, I think it's better.
I think it's worse. Yeah, super bright.
No, I think that's better. I hope that is okay, Tauri.
It looks okay on my end. So
yeah, very good. Hard to get a little like, I felt my house like, oh, it's getting dark here.
Yeah, there sorry. You go.
Yeah, I'm over 30, so here we go. I'm sorry. Continue.
All right, so I think what you were doing. So yeah, but it was
fire vibe.
Very early on. I've had this artistic vein all my life, and so I went undiagnosed with ADHD till I was about 35.
Yeah, something like that.
And that really, like, it makes so much sense now that I went where the dopamine called me. So it was with entertaining, you know, and making people laugh, and being quick on my feet.
Trying
mentally.
New instruments.
Yes. Teaching myself how to play. I did take piano lessons, but really I didn't listen to a word they said. And it was teaching myself playing piano, guitar, singing, bass, drums, orchestral arrangements now later on in life. It's that is what sparked me to do what I do today, is that it made me feel good. That is where I land. How does it make me feel? It makes me feel good. So I'm going to do it.
Yeah. And that's how music makes me feel too. Like if somebody knocks on my door and I'm just having like a lazy day or something, I always have this headset on, because I hate the quiet. I hate, you know, I have to have something on. So I'm always listening to music. I couldn't imagine life without it. So I want to just say thank you, and I appreciate you guys for putting that creativity out into the world, and for, you know, just giving us your gift. And talking on that, if you could go on tour or collaborate with like your dream artist or your dream musician, who would it be and why?
Oh, whew.
There are so many because can I say everyone? You know, it's
Yeah, it is a difficult one. But if I can at least get to choose two, I would be very grateful. I would actually be very honored to work with Sakis from Rotting Christ. I admire the work that he does, and I am a fan of the poetry of Till Lindemann from Rammstein, and I like Rammstein a lot. So I would say Rammstein and Rotting Christ. Yes.
And since I will also be a part of that, I can choose two others that you also will be a part of, right?
Yeah.
So I would have chosen Till also, and so I'm gonna divert from that. I'm gonna say Jeff Loomis.
Yes. Yeah, sure.
A friend and a very damn good guitarist. Very interesting stuff he has on his own
great songwriter.
Projects there. Yeah, great songwriter. And I would, I thought about someone, but then I forgot about it. No.
I mean, Foo Fighters.
Oh, Dave Grohl. Yes, thank you.
I mean, that feels obvious to me.
Yeah,
in your case,
Dave Grohl.
So.
That would be really, really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, those are some really cool bands. So I have a question, like just going off a little bit off topic, but for Madeleine, how did you come about doing that collaboration with Exercise? Because it's like a lot different to what you would normally put out yourself as an artist.
The thing is that Exercise, he's been a fan for years of Eleine. Actually, I think it started in 2017. I
think so.
I remember it was a Swedish tour we did, and you guys started to talk and so on. And he has always been very present. And I know it's not my choice of music to listen to regularly, but I really like what he's doing. I love that he doesn't focus on sounding cool. He focuses on expressing himself, and I think that makes him one of the best in the genre. I really hope that he gets the recognition he deserves. I really do, because I am very proud of him. And when he sent me the song and he told me that, well, it would be an honor and so on, but I don't have any chorus. So I was thinking that maybe you could, like, I was like, had a lot to do, and I was like, but let me hear this song, because I didn't want to deny him immediately, right?
Right.
And when I heard the song, I had my phone ready for the chorus, and it came right away. It felt so natural, and I showed this to him, and he was like, yes, this is it. And it was just like everything just fell into place, And that is why I felt that it doesn't matter what genre, really, because yes, I am a metal kind of person, right? But I do listen to some other things. But this one here, it was really something I felt that I can stand for, because it is a great message. He truly delivers. I'm very happy with the final results and all of it. So it happened because he has been so supportive. He has been so talented, and am so insanely talented. So I am the one that is very grateful.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. When I listen to that song, I agree with you. I think he deserves more recognition than he has, for sure. My reactions out there, I don't know if you've seen it or not, but it made me cry just because of the emotion you both put into that song. And yeah, I just wanted to know how that came about. Going back to like you guys, like how did you guys end up like streaming on Twitch?
I'm glad you're asking.
It was our friend and fan, Jane, that told me that I should be on Twitch. So the thing is, why did that even come up? Because the pandemic started and no gigs, all income through that just went away overnight. And we were struggling. We were really struggling. We wouldn't have made it without our patrons.
No, not at all. It was really, really fucking bad.
Yeah, like we wouldn't have survived without patreon.com/Eleine, like our patrons there. And 2021, April, Jane told me that you have a very interesting personality and you should be on Twitch. I was like, what is Twitch? And so I looked it up, did some research and just started, and total game changer. The warmth, the generosity, the kindness just grew. And actually, I'm wearing the t-shirt right now, like nerd stuff and metal.
That's fine.
It wasn't planned.
No.
It's like, I hang out with the community. I play our songs.
Oh, hey.
Play our songs live, perform them, sing and play guitar. And I also play a lot of video games from my own personal collection, which has grown thanks to the Twitch community also. So I'm very thankful for that. And in connection with me starting and making that grow, Madeleine also started.
Yeah, the thing is
that was very natural.
Well, yeah, in a
For
way,
me.
because the Twitch thing, yes, it was very natural for Rikard. He's very extrovert, likes to talk a lot and, very entertaining. And I like to be quiet. I really do. I like to be quiet, be on my own. I don't know, sit in the corner and listen to my music and eat chocolate. That is me. But I noticed like he had so much fun and I loved the entire vibe of the chat and the community. I just felt that I want to be a part of this, I felt that a little bit more than maybe just modding on his channel. So I figured that maybe I should try it because, even if feeling safe in my comfort zone, I realized that this is a very good opportunity for me to grow because I've never liked to talk on stage. I don't like to talk in front of people. And I quickly noticed when I threw myself out there, it was so scary in the beginning. It was so rewarding in so many ways that I felt that I spoke better in general in front of people. I noticed how our community grew. I met so many beautiful people, and you have as well through Twitch, right? They've been coming out to the shows now, for an example, presenting themselves with their nicknames.
Beautiful.
It is so rewarding in so many ways, and I felt that I've grown as both me on a personal level, but also as the artist, and I really love it. I really do.
Yeah, I can connect with you over that, Madeleine, because I'm an introvert. I'm a quiet person. I like if my husband was here, he'd be the one like talking. I'm more of a listener, and I guess that's why it works for interviews. But doing the interviews and also streaming myself on Twitch, it has helped build my confidence and help me push myself out there to better myself. So I totally understand that. I know you guys are super busy. I'm not going to keep you much longer. I just wanted to ask one more question. Well, one or two more questions. Like, how do you guys feel about like the whole like reaction scene? Like it's completely blown up into something new for bands, and like how do you feel about it?
Like the stuff you do?
The reaction thing,
okay, yeah.
like in general, not only Tauri reacts.
No, of course. So let me start with you. As I said before, I could sense a joy for music and what music means to you, and that was confirmed with what you told us about you listening to music all the time.
Yeah.
So I could feel that from the start. That felt true. There are those that do it as they try to make it entertaining, making it, to me, very fake. And there are those that bash on good things just to bash.
Yeah.
So I would say it is as anything and everything, but it is a great way to get bands out there. I really appreciate the reaction community, good, bad, or fake. I mean, it's do your thing. If it works for you, it works. It's a great way for bands to get noticed.
Yeah, and I kind of like it in that way. I fully agree with you, people that is like obvious fake. I just hate that people actually are buying it, when it's like this obvious, hey, I just want to make money. Anyway, but the thing is that I love to see when it's for real, right? I'm going to be very honest, I hardly read reviews. I hardly check reaction videos because I deal with it better now, but I can be very like, well, it is one person's opinion. That is the thing. But I know what it can do for the very dedicated followers. So it's not like I'm scared and insecure about what we're doing. I just don't feel that I want to hear if they think something about this or that when they actually don't understand it. That is the thing. But when I see a good reaction video, I truly appreciate it. I really do. I like what you're doing, Tauri. It feels, as Rikard said, it feels very true and real. And I think it's a good scene to reach out, because not everyone's reading reviews anymore, and it's a very good kind of review in a way, right? And you can see the expressions and whatnot. So I appreciate it. I just try to save my energy from time to time to put into new music, instead of feeling this guy doesn't know what he fucking talking about.
Yeah, I mean, I every day go out and look for reactions.
great.
Yeah, that's a part of what I do within our business. Also,
Mm-hmm.
that is Eleine. I go out and search for reactions and stuff like that to also like raise. If it's a small channel, I love to share it. I love to share it, especially if it's a good review, like in the core essence of it. So I mean, everything's good, man.
Yeah. You're my filter, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am too.
Yeah.
I like to find those that don't understand and laugh at them.
Yeah.
No, I don't. I don't laugh at them. But there you find those also, and it's always very interesting. I like human behavior.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think like you say, it's a great way of it's like a new advertisement in a way for bands, and like that's essentially how I got into it. Is that it just came up on my recommended on YouTube one day, and I was like, people are reacting to music. Like, what is this? This was like 2 or 3 years ago now. And I watched them, and I was like, oh, this is interesting. It's interesting to, like Madeleine said, it's interesting to see the facial, like the emotions coming on the facial expressions, or just how they're moving to it, or like, and then they get blown away by something that you enjoy. And it's nice to see that. But like you say, you just got to weed through, with everything, you just got to weed through. And of course, there's people who are there just for clicks, and people who are there who are extremely genuine with it. And that's one thing with me. I never put a negative review out there, because if I don't particularly enjoy something, that's my personal opinion, and I stop recording, and I'm just like, nope, I'm not going to put that out there. It's not fair to the fans. It's not fair to the band. I want to keep my place positive, and that's what I try and go for. So yeah, I just wanted to know if you guys had any like last words for fans about like your upcoming album, or just any like words of thanks or anything like that.
Well, first of all, I want to say that Tauri, you are adorable. I really enjoyed talking to you. We love what you do. I think that you should get even more recognition as well, just as we talked about exercise. But truly, for each and everyone watching this, we appreciate all our fans, of course. You are the reason why we're even here. And if you want to support us in any way, there's so many ways to do it. There's not only one way. You can pre-order the album, which helps us a lot. You can stream the music. You can be on our Twitch channels when we stream, right?
Patreon.com.
Yes, exactly. One thing doesn't have to exclude the other. So every way you can support us, if you like what we do, we truly appreciate it. And we see you guys. We really do. We read through everything that we can get over, and we so appreciate it. We really do.
It is like that. And it is, as we always say from the stage before we go off, together we are strong. Together we are Eleine.
Yeah, I love that. I wish I could have heard that live.
You will.
You just did.
Well,
you just did right now.
I mean, you know what I mean. Like we guys are out there rocking your thing, and you get to be there in that moment, with the energy of the crowd and that atmosphere. There's nothing like seeing one of your like absolute favorite bands up there on stage, and then the atmosphere of everybody else enjoying that same music with you. So yeah, guys, please don't forget to head on over to Elaine's YouTube channel, their social medias, their Patreon, their Twitch. I'll leave everything down in the description so it's easy to find. The new album is coming out on the 14th of July. I'll leave that pre-order link down in the description too. I appreciate you both so much for coming on and for chatting with me today. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. I know you guys are a few hours ahead of me right now, and I know you've got more interviews to come, so I hope they're great too, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to become a Taurian. Speaking of becoming a Taurian, all of my social media links and my Discord link are down in the description. We'd absolutely love to have you come hang out in the Discord community, and I will see you guys in the next video. Rock on.